Welcome to a Sunday afternoon. I haven't recorded much because I've actually had internet issues here. I went and replaced my Shaw modem. Yes, I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, so we have Shaw and TELUS here basically. Yeah, there is Rogers and the others, but no, most people have Shaw or TELUS. Um, when I got the modem, it plugged in, it connected and everything, but I wasn't getting an IP address from it. And I run my modem in bridge mode. I don't use the internal features. And apparently, I talked to the tech about it, and they did a bunch of fiddling. They got it working, but when I did a speed test, I had like 5 to 10 meg down, right? Basically, we're talking less than 1% of what the rated, because it was supposed to be a gig. So she had the audacity to say on the chat, I was chatting on phone, oh, you're in bridge mode. We can't help you anymore. Oh, that's stupid. So on next day, I replaced the NIC in my router. I have a Linux box doing the job. And I got a new IP number and everything. And this time I got like 700 down. Woohoo! I thought I was fixed. Different system, provisioned differently, whatever it may be the problem on the back end. And all was good till like a Wednesday. And then I did another speed test and I was down to 10 meg again. So I called the technician up and she says, "Oh, you're like 1,000 on the according to the modem." No, speed test doesn't say that. Okay, well, power cycle the modem. I do that, and the stupid thing disappears from their end. Right? I'm connected. I still have the 10 meg down roughly, and they can't find the modem anymore. So out comes the technician. Technician does a bunch of changes, little wiring changes here, a corroded end removed on the outside in the distribution box. And he says basically your whole building is very, very undersignaled. Like there's not enough signal coming to the building. He says we prefer, around a minus 10 to 8 dB, and you're getting minus 15 to 20 on almost all the channels. So and only one channel was connecting out of 32 channels in the modem. So that's why I was only getting 10 meg. I was lucky at that. So he said, "I'll schedule the outside guys to come and have a look at your cable to the building and then this distribution box." So I said, "Well, how long will that take?" "Oh, probably about 10 days, right?" And turns out it was a lot quicker than that. About 2 days later, I was doing speed test in the evening, and all of a sudden I was 300 down. Woo! Getting there, right? And I averaged that. Sometimes I get 400, most of the time 300 to 200. So next morning I get up and I do a speed test, and I'm getting 900 down. And I'm getting a consistent 5 to maybe 800, depending on the site I do the speed test against. So I thought, oh, wow, they really fixed it, and they did. It's been consistent since that now. So everything's back up to working, so I guess I get to do this. And I do have a bunch of parts from AliExpress all arrived for the retro chip tester. So we're going to go through them and have a look. So I'll reach down into the bin, get our first item. Let's see which one this is. So these are the resettable fuses, according to the BOM. Now, do I have that directory open at the moment? Let us look for that file so we can cross-check things. Work. Did I put the retro chip tester in here? RS. Where did I put it in documents? Electronic stuff. There it is. Retro chip tester. BOM English. Open with Ocular. Okay, so these things here are what's known as the polyfuses. Yeah, item 22 in the list, polyfuse. I need actually one, but you know what the heck, they only come in this. Kind of looks like capacitors. So that's that one. What do we have in this one? Those, oops. These are the speaker that they want on the thing, so I picked some up. These are these little speakers that just give you sound like on a motherboard. What else we got here? Okay, this is the crystals. This is a variety pack of crystals. Only one of these applies, but it's in here. So these are these 2-pole bar crystals. So I just have to find the right one. So and in here, so since I broke the USB connector, I went out and found a bunch more. So these are, in theory, the same one as he had, but shorter legs. Like rear legs are just shorter, that's all. So if we get the retro chip tester here, and we go to the end here, to J2, yeah, so like this. Okay, so that's the ones that they. I bought a bunch of different ones of these things just in case I had to, and I did find right angle ones. So let's open another bag up of these. See if we find some more here. This is another collection of different ones, and I got them because you have this guy right here, which is, and here, let me. Why is my camera so? There we go. I think I bumped it. This guy right here uses all the pins on it. That's strictly a power version. So what these guys are different flavors of connectors. Well, we'll see what happens. So that's for this guy here. Now for this one. So these guys here are right angle. So right angle. So this is the real one I wanted to test. No bending of the leads. Well, will you look at that? Nice. There is your end, and it almost comes through the holes. So this is where things get a little tricky. So I'll take this one off. I have more of these with slightly different legs and, you know, measurements. Let's see what else we got here. So this was another variety with right angles. But you can see here the legs are a lot longer. So this is probably, and all the legs are longer in this one. And this is a better one. So we've got the legs all popping through. Easily solderable. You can see that. So this is the perfect one. And of course I got more than I need. Now, if the guy who built this is watching this, if you want my pick on AliExpress for this bag, just let me know. I can go root it out of the order list and get it for you. I think this would be a better one to ship to people than the other one. You don't have to do any leg bending. It all sticks through and it fits perfectly. Okay, I'm just going to leave it on the board for the moment. Let's get this one out. And you can guess what those ones are. I thought, what the heck? If I'm going to put power connectors on this board, I'm going to put all of them on. We never can have enough power connectors, can we, people? There we go. Sorry, there we go. Ta-da. We don't need that. What's in this one? Okay, so this is the Darlington Super Paired Dingy Dingy chip. I'm pretty sure that's what this one is. This is ULN 2003AN. It goes here. So that's what that is. Now, I don't think this is for this. I think this is something completely others. Yes, it is. Okay, so for my endless collection of microcontroller cards, this is a Mango Pi. This is competition against the Raspberry Pi. Ooh, very pretty. I've already opened this up. So we got screen connector. I'm not sure exactly what this one is yet. I have to look it up. You know, it almost looks like you could put in another RAM chip on here. Because that almost looks like the footprint for one. But there's your RAM here. This does the Bluetooth Wi-Fi. This is the actual processing core. We've got two USB 3s, Cs. We've got small HDMI. We've got a micro card. And I actually like the choice of the header in here. It's all nicely colored out so that you know which is which. Blacks for ground, reds for power, that sort of thing, right? So this took a while to get here. And then it got caught up at the border for some stupid reason. Yes. I'm secretly making spy equipment against the Canadian government. Yes, right. So those are those. Nope. It's another cardboard box. Let's take this one out. This finally arrived. This took a long time to arrive. It's another one of those Pico breakout boards type idea. So it is the Geek Pi screw terminal block breakout board for the Raspberry Pi Pico. And do I have any Picos here? Whoops, that bag's not needed. Oh, just make sure it's empty. Yeah. Oh, very good tea. No, don't have one handy. But Pico goes here, and then all the screw terminal blocks go here. And they have LEDs on every pin, basically, telling you what's going on. And they're all labeled. They're all down here. You can actually just see the labeling. GP. And they're also labeled all across the top here. Like so. Yeah. Okay. And they give you extra stuff. A screwdriver, some standoffs. It's not bad. Okay. So sometimes when they ship stuff to me, they merge them into one envelope. This is what this is all about. So this is the overall Canada Post envelope, And these are the actual inner envelopes. So, and in here are these two. And in here now this is called good packaging. Okay, so what we got here? I've actually opened one of these up already so you can see this. This is from oops. Dumping all the stuff on the ground. This is from Liligo. So here's the little breakout card for it. It is a ESP32C3. Now, out there in the ESP32 land, there is still a lot of 8266s, but almost ESP is really pushing to deprecate that chip in favor of this one being the replacement for it, the C3. So we've got, I believe, a little power reset switch. We've got, I think this is the power switch. We've got, I think this is a Grove connector on here. We even got the little antenna hole here. Yeah, just a sec. Maybe, see if I can do some. So we got the Grove antenna, Grove connector, antenna. This is called a Mini D plus D1. Oh yeah, you can put a battery on the back of here. Also, these two pins here are actually also power. So you can back this as a battery backpack. And they give you this for the battery. I just put it back in here for the moment. So I have two of those. That's this one, and I'm pretty sure this one too. I haven't opened this one up, I think, except to check. Yeah, same one. In fact, I can get rid of this bag. I actually don't want to throw that bag away. I think I'll put it in this bag here with this one. And then we got this one here. And again, another bag. I won't want to really shove in this one. I'll have to do something with all that sticky. So these are also from Liligo. So they are a Liligo T-Display RISC-V. This is also, I believe, another ESP. No, actually, this is slightly different. This is a combination. There's two things on here, I think. It's hard to read this. It has an F103 CBT6 Giga device. So this is really a RISC one, a full RISC one. Card slot, USB 3, reset boot buttons, of course, all the pins you ever want. And of course, William drops it. I can't remember what they said about this one. I think it has 4 meg of storage or 8 meg of storage, and then in the bottom of this thing, pins and stuff, right? So the idea here is you would put this onto here like so. And we'll just put that back in there. I do like when these guys ship these things in these little plastic containers like that. It makes it for really nice storage of these guys. So those are those. Reach down. Okay. think there's more USB-Cs. Actually, is this the USB-C one? Nope, more of those. Slightly shorter legs. Okay, so we do want the longer legged ones. It's hard to tell on a picture because not all AliExpresses will put a blueprint there. Okay. Wave share. Okay, what do we have here? So we have this is one I actually haven't opened. Oh, the round ones. This is the kind of type you would have if you're really primitive and you want to have a funky, humongously large watch on your hand. Yes. So these are the wave share version. Should be yeah, there's a set of cables in here to connect to this. But this is a round LCD. I saw these demoed on, was it the Robot Workshop or something like that. The guy there had a set of these and he was playing with them. So I picked up some. They're not nicely cheap enough yet. The good ones like these with the cable kit and that, I think they're like about $12 a pop or something like that. So, or more. So they were not nice for pricing yet. Not like some of these boards I've been getting where they're like $6 a board or something like that. So okay, we have two more controllers. Picos this time. T-Picos. So T-Pico C3. So these have both an ESP32C3 and an RP2040 on them, joined together. So if we open one up, that's the only problem. I'll have to do something with the taping on these things. They're not very good. There we go. You have to be very careful with these. But we've got our little antenna here, reset power button. Ooh, a run button. Oh, these are programmable buttons here. What do we got here? A boot button. So there's our Pico. And I bet buried under here, I see another chip under here. So WinBond here, that's the RAM. And I'm pretty sure under here is a very... yeah, there it is. It's actually right here. And there, that's where the ESP chip is. Then we have a little battery connector here. And I believe in these containers also we've got, yeah, cables, connector, that sort of thing. So those are those. And pink packaging, and I think I got everything out. Yeah, okay. So in this one here we have two controllers. These are, and I haven't opened either one of them up. So of course I would not have the knife over here, but luckily these got that Terry thing. So I believe these are also LilyGos, yes. This is a variant of, I think, the other one I have. Same board. Yeah, same board, except this one's got the battery compartment on it. And this battery compartment looks weird because it's not for your regular battery. It's for a smaller version of the lithium cell, which I don't have yet. I'll have to get some. But the idea is you put the little lithium cell on here. So. And then this probably goes on here like this. Like that. Now, I kind of wish LilyGo hadn't, crumpled up the paper like that in this thing. But what can I say? It would have been nice if that was actually a cardstock. I have those Raspberry Pi Pico pin breakout card. Really nice. Handy. Okay. Looks like the last item. Another LilyGo. Yeah, the LilyGo makes a lot of things, so. And their support's pretty good, so. I've never had to use it, but they at least try to provide everything you need. So this one here is. What's the difference between this one and this one? Did I end up getting two sets? I did. Whoops. Well, I guess I have 4 of them now. Exactly the same as the other ones. Because part number on the bottom is exactly the same, 220521. And this is 220521. So I literally have 4 of them. So all exactly the same. Now, let's see. We need a container here. Take out this out of here. And for the moment, these guys all can go in here. I will sort later. I just need them out of the way. And then I had, let me just get my toe under here. I bought these off Amazon. They're kind of handy. They're various sized, see, plastic. So what we can do here is we open one of these up, take the little one out, and we have a home for all this. Not the crystals. Can we get that in there? Yeah, we can. So we need all these parts, and I need one of those. And can this get in here? Or are you too big? There we go. That's handy. I was going to solder those USB connectors on this board right now. Oh, there was one in here I wanted to check out. Yes, I did want to check out for this one. So We need to find the right one in here. So we got a whole bunch of different ones here. So we need one with, this is 2-leg. This is 4-leg. This is 4-leg. This is 2-leg. Legs being these 4 posts right there. I can refer to as post if you wish. Surface mount, not good. 2. 2 on this, nope. 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 Outer 2s, nope. So we only have 2 possibilities in here. This one. Not very deep legs. And this one. No, I don't think either one of these are going to work. We have to have pin versions. And these are not. These are more too wide. And I'm pretty sure. I think this is when they stick them in the middle of the edge. Yeah, none of these are good. They're all useless for our purposes. I still don't have the right one for that one. It's not a biggie. I don't really need it. It's just for completion. I'll look again on AliExpress and in these things and see if I can find one that's more pinny. I'm pretty sure they exist. It's just a matter of finding it. It seems to be 10 billion variants of this stuff. So I'm just glad I got all the other ones working. Oops. You get back in here. There we go. So we needed a crystal in here too. So what did we need for a crystal? There was a crystal in here. And according to the bomb, 16 megahertz. Okay, so we need a 16 megahertz crystal. 4 megahertz. $20 megahertz. 12 megahertz. 8 megahertz. 16 right there. So I will get another little drawer out. And we will put our little crystal collection in our drawer. Like so. And we need 116 crystal. And I think it was over here somewhere. Right there. So 116 crystal. So we can put that in. I don't think this had a crystal on it, did it? No, capacitors, caps, transistors, diodes, resistor, connectors. Nope, nothing on there. So that one's okay. Now, nice thing about these things, there's no polarity on them or anything like that. So we'll just make sure we put it in nice. So our first job of the day is to get these USBs soldered. So I am going to put this in. Like so. And I had my solder out. Yeah, I had to move my monitor and everything out of the way just because the Shaw guy had to get at the back wall here to do the thing. So, there we go. Okay. I'm going to have to put the lenses on in a moment. Okay, and then the big fat grounding planes on this one. Those are so much fun. They're huge holes for little things. It takes a lot of solder to fill it in. There we go. Done. So we have two of the USB connectors on now. So I have a choice between this one and this one. And actually, even though this one has 4 pins, you can actually see, I wonder if 4 pins are actually going. I think a couple of them are just not connected. They're going to power. So I have a barrel connector. Now, we just need to find it. Because, hey, we cannot have too many power connectors. So if I go under here, and we're after, let's see, this is I'm pretty sure it's in one of these. Because I bought a bunch of those barrel connectors. So yeah, this switches. I should have spare parts. Yes, I do. No, wrong one. That's the audio jack. Let's see. Audio. Oh, those are all the spare audio jacks. Let's see. Oh, I'm leaking switches out of my switch bag. Diodes, caps. Look at that, William. This was completely the wrong switch. Suppose you have a boat or something, they're the right switch, but for my purposes, they were completely the wrong one. Let's see, can I actually seal this bag again? Yeah, okay, so what do we got here down here? Little red switches. Aha! There we go. So, this, if you had a chance to get into on this kit, it was really worth it. It was like 5 proto boards and all the connectors you needed and everything. You get it with a kit, and it makes these really nice little mini breadboard layouts with power and breakout and a relay and stuff like that. So, okay, so in here should be the right connector. They're pretty well standard. See, 1 barrel connector. So, shall it work? Will it work? As the mixer channel would, one was it? Will it blend? Okay, so we need here to hold it. We need something underneath that, actually. Let's do that. We kind of want to make it straight. Let's see how that works. Hey, that's nice and straight. Now we can put it in the stand. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So now we have 3 connectors. So we can do off the power, off classic USB, off micro USB. All we're missing is the other USB over here. Now, what is this? The polyfuse. So we can put the polyfuse in. That's cool. Did you notice he actually offset the holes to offset for the polyfuse's offset legs? Yeah, that's pretty cool. A little clippy for this. And I shouldn't need this bin anymore. I should put these back in it, of course. Right? And close the bag because, hey, I think one day I'll actually sit down with some of these Ziplocs and I'll use my little plastic. I have another box of those. So, a collection of them unopened. So I will go around and actually some of these things that are in Ziplocs and stuff like that, I will transfer them to that. So we have a speaker somewhere. Bzzzt, right there. Mr. Bzzzt. So we have the right bzzzt right here. And this is the positive pin because they tell us right here it's positive. Wow, light's a little on the bright, isn't it? Still a little on the bright. Where's my brightness control? A little bit there. Sorry, it's white paper. It's hard to see. So plus goes into here like so. Negative goes into here like so. This has to go over here. Polyfuses can go over here. I'm not clipping, actually. I'm just holding on. This is just a tricky one to get on. I need to get one leg in. There we go. There we go. And we do the other leg. There we go. Okay, so that's our buzzer. We have our crystal. So we have our crystal here, there. I got to put the lenses on. I can't keep taking my glasses off and on all the time. So let's get the lenses out. Yeah, it's much better. Okay, so one crystal's in place. Okay. Now for our, just going to seal these bags up again. For this chip, I'm going to socket it. So we need a socket. And that is upstairs. Pin dip sockets. If you haven't done it ready on your bench, invest in a labeling machine. I.e. dip sockets. So we are doing, which one? Let's see if I have a dip socket for this one. We are 2, 4, 6. We're an 8, so we should have a dip socket for that. Yeah, 1 8. Okay, so we have a dip socket. Now there's I don't know if they're in here or not, but I don't think I have any in this kit. When you get dip sockets, there actually are 2 styles of dip sockets. This is the one with the wedgie pin thing in it. They're okay. The better one is actually to buy is the one with the round pin holes in it. Especially if you're doing CPU sockets. So we are going to put a socket in here. Because hey, if I blow up this chip, I can replace it. There we go. Just like that. Now, of course, I need something to hold it in place. So we need, I should be doing this earlier, we should need some copper. Do I have any here? Yes, copper. If you're wondering, it's my little alligator clips. And we need another one. Oops, wrong bin. I want one for the other side. I need my lenses back on again. Because we want one for the other side. There we go. The idea is just to hold the socket in place till we can get 2 solder points done. Like so. Now before we solder all the other ones, we're just going to make sure our socket is flush. And it looks good. Our notch is to the notch. Everything looks good, so we can finish off this socket. I think I need to change the tip again. I think I've worn this one out. Luckily I have a whole bunch of new tips and spares, so this shouldn't be a problem. Come on. The other thing you gotta be careful with these sockets, the heat transfer through the holes is enormous, so you can actually melt this side. Like, I mean, force these things to come out in properly. But there we go. So we have one chip. Let's take it out of our thing here. Wow, we took 2 chips out. Okay, 1 chip. So we need our notch, which is this way. make sure all our pins in are correct. And there we go. Okay. One socketed chip. Now I still have a whole ton of transistors to do, so I'm not going to put the relays in quite yet. But I see another transistor there, an IRF 5305P right here. So where did I put my collection of parts for this? Oh my. Well, lens is off so my glasses don't fall off. And I need to put the socket stuff back where I found it. And where did I put that collection of parts? Ah, here it is. They're all in here. Okay, so we need, well, we are going to need all those and those and all these eventually. And those are the relays. This is the programmer. This is just the bags. So they can go. I will actually toss these into that bin because they actually belongs to this kit. Sure, the speakers, the polyfuse, we can put all those in there. So one of these bags contains, I think it's this one. Let's see what we got in here. IFR, blah, 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 blah. So this is this. So this goes into here. And what we want is a good bend. So let's bend that forward and that forward like so. Okay. Sorry, damn it. I just need to move this in. So we have this. Okay, so we're at the tail end of our solder here. And I need my lenses again. Sorry. I need to find the ear clips. I put them somewhere and I don't know where I put them. I didn't put them in here, did I? Nope, that was something else. That was another. Where did I know I cleaned up the bench and I did something with them. Knife. Of course I had another knife here. I know I got more of them. I had to clean up the monitor, and I put all the stuff from the monitor somewhere safe. Yeah. Where did I put them? I don't know. Did I put them in here? No, that was just LEDs. Be Be right back. Just a sec. I need those little clips on my glasses. Okay, it's these things. It gives my glasses a little more grip behind the ear when using these lenses. Yeah, you can't wear them too long. They're a bit uncomfortable. But it prevents the glasses keep sliding down my nose on me. So we need this, but we also need more solder. Okay, so let's put these 3 legs in place. There we go. They're pretty thick legs. Bring my trash can actually over here. Be careful, I don't knock off my blower off the table. Oh, I have this little battery-powered air blower. Works pretty good. It's used for cleaning fans out and stuff like that. Okie dokie, so that solder piece is garbage. It's no more. I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit there with a little piece of paper clip trying to hold on to it. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. I mean, we can bolt it to the thing, but where's my little pry bar? There we go. So those are in. Okay. So we have these. Let's deal with the transistors in here. So we have a whole pile of transistors. MPSA06. So what do we got here? BC547s. Where's my silver marker? BC547. Okay, what do we got in this one? Oh, man. I hate when they're so small. MPS A06 J08. MPS A06. That's the ones. So now you got to be careful with this because these little transistors, you can fry them just like that. So what we need to do is, looks like middle leg. Just bow them out a little bit. Where's my little pokey device? There it is. It has a wedgy end on it. So what we want to do is, and we want to bow it to the curve. Actually, it's just too bad the my little lead bender doesn't have a transistor bender. Oops. So we are going to all have to do this the hard way. Not really hard, it's just tedious. Curvy end. That's this row, at least. Next row is the same stuff. It's a good thing I bought like 100 of them. Actually, I think I'm going to change the tip on my pencil. So I'm just turning the pencil off and let it cool down so I can actually change the tip on it. It'll take like 10 minutes to cool down. So in the meantime, we can get all these pushed in. So BC 547. So are we done with this transistor? No, MPS. No, we got a different one over here. MPS 856. And we've got the BC 547s over here. And we've got the 06s. So I think we're done with the 06s. So I'm just going to kind of push them evenly down. Okay. And let's slide that in. Oops, I didn't mean to push that back up. Come on, there we go. Okay, so we got a BC 547 over here, 256 is over here, and a bunch of BC. Okay, so let us seal this bag up of transistors because we're, I think, done with it. There's a BC 547 up there. So these are the, just double check to make sure I did it right. Yeah, BC 547. So these guys here facing the other direction this time. So when you're soldering these things, you got to be careful of heat. Otherwise you can fry them. So we are going to practice a little bit of safe soldering here in a minute. Oops. I didn't bend a leg at all on that one, did I? There we go. It's funny how these are all facing the other direction. Yeah, and I bought a bag of like 100 of these too, so. I did have some in a bin, but I didn't have this many that I needed over here. One over here. Oops, let's do the middle leg first. There we go. Okay, so we have none other that I see. Now all we're left with is MPS 56, but over here I see a whole bunch of diodes. I think I want to get the diodes done over here first before I do that. Okay, so I think the bag of this is done for. I do not see any other. Now it's all MSP 56s. Okay, so that's bag. So let's have a look at another bag. We're done with this bag. Now, there should be one more bag here. These guys. So these are MPS A56. And according to this, we will bow the middle leg that way. And they're now facing back the other way. And another set. And another one. I think I'm having more fun than my friend is having today. He has to fix a computer for a person, and it's blue screening all over the place. I don't want to be doing that. I've seen that the Ryzen CPU prices have come down quite a bit. I think I might upgrade my main box's 3600X to the 5900. I mean, the prices have come down dramatically. Another 56s over here. I mean, what was a $700 CPU? It's dropped below the $500 mark. Okay. Now, what I mean by practicing safe soldering here. Oh, let's see if our tip is cool enough now that we'll still need more of these transistors, so I'm just going to put these over here on the diodes. I think I'm going to need another copper. Here we go. Let's see if we're cool enough. Yeah, we are. Almost. So what we're doing here, if you can see on the corner there, is we're going to change the tip out. I developed a U in the tip, so I have some more. And I wanted a finer tip for doing this anyway, so let's try Mr. Pointy Tip. This is very pointy. Okay, time to turn it back on again. We'll have to wait a minute or so for it to warm up. But yeah, see, the tip is not right. The wedge is gone on it. So, another tip down the drain. And I have changed the temperature from 320 to 275. I really have. Now, as we're waiting for the pencil to heat up, what we want to do here is, of course, flip the board a bit. And what we're after here is so what happens here is I've clipped the 3 leads of the transistor with copper to shunt the heat away from the transistor. I've used one thing here just to hold it in place for soldering. And then we'll do next one, the next one, next one. This way what happens is when you solder the 3 legs here, the heat will just go out to the copper clips and not into the transistor itself. It's a good way to safely solder these transistors. I mean, they're pretty durable, but don't take chances. Otherwise, you'll be doing it again. So let us see. Do we have any solder on our end here? Yeah, we do. Now, my only problem over here is my cable was on the thing. Okay, so the only problem with a small tip like that is heat. So now we're going to just move our transistor clippers over to the next one. And on the bottom side here, we will clip one of these so that we, like so. And then we will solder. Yeah, and since the copper is acting like a big heat shunt to these, it takes a little longer to solder the leads because they're sucking up all the heat out of the pencil. But let's do another one. I might have to do that lead last. So we're dealing with the left lead. So let me get a pin in here and then I can actually do some juggling here. Oops, not that one. I need this. Okay, so on this, I can now, oh yeah, the alligator clip is quite toasty warm. There we go. Let us do the next one. My problem was I had 2 clips and the leads were a little off here. There we go. This one's better. And we will grab a middle lead here. Like so. I think when we get back to diodes thing, I'm going to change the tip back to another wedge. We'll see how it works. But I have to admit, getting this tiny little pointy tip in here is really nice. Really easy to do soldering. Okay, so that's that row. Let us do the next row. And this is kind of like a bit weird. It's backwards. So we need that one in there. that one in there. And we're wiggling that one, so it's this. Yeah, be careful too. These are after all copper clips. You could solder to them. And that would be kind of a bad thing to solder to your clip, because then you have to spend time unsoldering it from the clip. Okay, next one. Did we come off? Nope. Okay. Let's get one lead on so I can get that big clip out of the way. There we go. There we go. Big clip off here. Let's do this one. Okay. We're doing the third one, I believe. Yes, that one. I have two types of these clips, one with a narrower and one with a fatter end in them. And it does affect. So this one here, I think it's a little fatter than the other ones. I did not get these from AliExpress. I actually had to get them from, I think, DigiKey. Because at the first time I tried this at AliExpress, they didn't actually have them. So here we go. So we have two transistors here. And one on that lead. Oops. I think of all the soldering pieces I got tested out, this blue stand is the most versatile. Oops. What the heck? Sorry, I have to shine some more light over in this area. I thought I was at the end of the solder, and it turns out I was like 3 millimeters in on the wire, and I actually just soldered half my solder. There we go. Okay. Next one. There we go. Okay, so then we got this one, which is going this direction. I keep bumping the this. Oops, I put a bit of solder on my tip. Sorry, my clip. Not a good idea. Okay. Okay, we are down to these two rows. only problem with through hole. It can suck up a bunch of solder before the bulge on the other side occurs. Okay, next one. Oh, these clips are getting a little on the warm side. Nothing that'll hurt your fingers, but we might not need the clip on this side, simply because it's friction holding. So let's get lead done. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, come on. Here we go. It's another one. 2 more in this row. Okay, so okay, one more to go on this row. Starting to get warm outside. I can feel it here. And no, it's just not the soldering pencil. It's been real toasty this weekend. Okay. Next set. So let us just do a little leg spreading in here. There we go. So we're doing this one. A little flow in the hole there. There we go. Okay. You know, I watched Big Clive do this type of soldering. He always cuts his leads really short. And he manages to do it with one hand holding the part and the other hand doing the soldering. Whoops, I am not done. What did I just solder? I soldered the wrong one. Whoops. That was a boo-boo. I'm supposed to be soldering number 2, not number 3. Well, hopefully I didn't damage that. So let's do this one. Okay, number 4. Okay. This one. Looks like we got one more after this. Okay. Okay, so those are all those transistors done. Now, did I get the top one over here? No, not yet. So let's get this one here. We will get that one there. Okay. There we go. So that one's done. Okay, so those are... Now we can put the relays in, because they're right here. Okay, so I have a tube of relays. Of course, it's William proof. You can't get it open. There we go. So these relays go... How do they go? There has to be a common pin on here. So 5 volt, ohmotron, DC, GKP, da, 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 da. Okay, so let's see. We got separation. Ah, yes. Okay, so. Ta-da. And another little relay. Ta-da. There we go. 2 little relays. Okay, so. Well, we don't want our relays to go anywhere, so let us use the copper here to grab a hold of them. Now we'll do one leg in the corner here. And that relay, we are going to make sure we are, yeah, we're good. So this one. Sounds like rain outside. Yeah, looks good. Let's get this backside one. Okay. Okay, 2 relays are in place. Okie dokie. So we could do switches. Did I have the switches in the bin? No. Where did I put those? I had a bin full of switches. I had a tray full of switches. Sensor kit, PCB pin, sensor kit, sensor kit. You know, and I thought I just got a collection of switches. But where did I stick them? It was various types of switches. I'm sure of it because I fixed the board. So what happened to them all? Just a sec, I have to take the earpiece off for a sec. Okay, I just found them. So relays can go back in here, and these three sets of transistors, I think all can go back in here, and it's just this one we still need. Right here, switches. So we need a switch. We need 4. So what type of switch do we want? Are we doing this style? Sounds like it. There we go, 4 switches. Okay. There we go, 4 switches. Now we just solder them in place. And should be fairly straightforward. The reason these switches are rectangular, not square, is they have a common point across each of the pair of pins. And this ensures that you do not rotate the switch 90 degrees and end up with a reverse off-on problem. Almost done. This was easy. I like the legs on these switches. They have that really neat clippy friction fit. Like so. There we go. Switches are done. Dun 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 dun. This whole section, well, I think this is just a jumper block. I'll have to look at that. Oh, these are bridging wires. Yeah, okay. So we need if we end up we use this or that, we need a jumper block for this. Oh, and there's some that, and I have that in a bin. Okay, so what do we need next? Diodes, 5817. D041. What's this one? D041. What's this various diodes here. Where's our little magnifying glass? We have 1N58 right here. So these particular strip well, at least one goes here. Interesting, D44 over here. 1N5817's all through here, here, here. These must be all these ones here. Here it is. 1N 4733s on this side. Okay, so we need one here. These have polarity, so well, in a sense they have the anode and cathode, so make sure you get the band on the right side. It would be kind of a bad thing. I'm just going to clip a bunch off here. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to bend a bunch because we have a bunch to do. And you have to let go of them, William, otherwise they won't fall off your bender. Okay, so we have another one here, 1N5817. Band is to the left. So another one to twist the legs a bit. Okay, and then we have a whole row here, all 5817. So, but this time it's to the right, not to the left. And so we have to go like that. Okay. Okay. Like so. Okay, so we still need 3 more. There we go. Bend. Bend. You've seen me bending before. I really don't have to put that on camera. Okay, this guy goes in here. This guy goes in here. This guy goes into here. Oops, legs a little off. So Yeah, and they're all good. Okay, so we have well, there's a D44 here. And what else do we have? We have adjustable volume control thingies. I have to get the bin out of those. I do have various ones of these. Same for here. Then we have the header block for here. And, well, let's solder our diodes because we're going to need to solder our diodes. Oops, need this to be a little longer. That's a bad one. Let's bend or solder a little bit here. Okay. Okay. Where's our trash bin? Let's start the clip in here. So we have this clip. Whoops, my elbow needs to be down. It's not an oops as in I broke something. You're too eager for watching me to break something. Did William break it? Did he break it? A lot of transistor legs to cut. A lot of legs. Okay. Well, we're getting there. I don't like that joint. That's better. You watch CSI, right? And you see some really crap special effects from. I was watching one last night, and they're trying to trace a cell phone number or something stupid like that. And one of the things, I'll just whip up a VB basic program to do it. Give me a break. It was so hilariously dumb. I still think the king of dumbness. I think it's the same people who made Numbers and CSI New York. Like, I think it's the same group of people. And you're watching in Numbers where they have this hard drive they have to read, right? So they open it up and they're the whole 9 yards, and they're waving this stick over it, like this magic wand, and it's supposed to be reading data, and it's like, you guys have no concept of how close to the media you have to actually read something. It was so bogus when they do that. I mean, truly what you should have been doing was changing the daughter board on the bottom of the hard drive with the exact same one, so that because most likely the inside of the hard drive is fine, it's just the outside is scorched. Well, there we go. I think, yeah, we have them all clipped. So we can now add the transistors over there. So we need the NPSA 56s again. So that is, yep, these guys. So let's see. Yeah, maybe I won't turn so much. Okay. Oops, that's backwards, William. You put the curved leg to the wrong side. What you trying to do? Put the collector and emitter in the wrong area? Yeah, that's probably what you did. The center is base, one end is collector, one end is emitter. So by feeding a current into the base, you can control the flow from the collector and emitter. Basically, it's a gate. Transistor. What makes them all different is just different properties of the math. How much beta, how much amplification you get, how quick they switch, how much voltage they can handle, how much current you can get through them before they go poof and let their magic smoke out because you just drove too much current into them. Okay, flat curve, let's see. One more that covers these transistors. I think actually that's pretty well most of the transistors. I do not see any more anywhere. So we just have lots of diodes here and here. And we have the block and some other miscellaneous stuff. Then I have to go rooting around in my display section to find a 4-line display for this. And I'm seriously tempted. I think I need to roll this cap over. I think having it vertical is not conducive. The other thing too, I think I'm going to find is a edge connector out of my edge connector thingies and put it in there so I can just clip on the display and not solder it directly. I saw that one guy who did it, and he accidentally put a 2-line display on. He couldn't figure out why he was not getting all the messages. That was funny. Only when you look at